Hey, what's up everybody? Andy from Alpha Kilo Woodworking. Today, we're gonna take this into this. If you want to see how I did this, stick around. I'll show you. All right, let's jump into this. So we're going to pull everything out of the cabinet at first, get everything organized out of the cabinet so that we can take our final measurements. These are the measurements that we're going to take into the shop so we can cut our plywood down. Now, I do have to take into account the reveal of the face frame, which is 3/4 inch all the way around. So that's going to kind of tighten my drawer up. And then also I have to take that into consideration when we put our drawer slides in. Here I'm putting two short tracks together to make one long track so I can safely cut down a full 4x8 sheet of pre-finished plywood. Track saw in this instance is a lifesaver. I can safely break this down and quickly break this down. I think this took me all of 30 minutes in real time to break all of these pieces out and down and ready to go. Now, because I have two different drawer sizes as far as depths are concerned, it takes me a little bit longer because math is hard. But here's a cool little trick here. When I am trying to take a smaller cut on a piece that's pretty small, instead of busting it down to the table saw, I just get another scrap piece of plywood so that I have my track laying level and flat on that other piece, and then we cut right through, and then there we go, we're ready to go. Here we're trimming everything down to final size. Now, final size doesn't really matter as far as what measurement is concerned, as long as they're all the same height. And then here we're laying it out for the pocket holes on the bottom of the drawer. Now, this might be a little bit more overkill and OCD-ish, but I figure if I'm hyper focused on a couple of things during this project, then it just means that my head is totally in the project. Here you see we're doing pocket hole palooza here. I lost track of how many pocket holes I made for this build. And you can absolutely see that I went overkill on the bottom. Now, these cool little things are box clamps from Woodpeckers. They ensure that your drawers or whatever pieces of plywood that you're bringing together at 90 stay at 90. And another little hint, if you make your pocket holes at 2 1/4 inches from the edge, you won't have to pull the box clamp off. You can just screw it right in there. Bingo bongo, 90 degrees. Here we are attaching the bottoms into the sides of the box, and you can see that I'm skipping some pocket holes here. It was overkill, completely overkill. Here we're doing the drawer slides, so we had to add a little bit of a spacer on both sides of the cabinet to make sure that they came out. Here I'm drawing a reference line so that I can put the drawer side slide on, pre-drill, and then attach with the supplied screws. This just makes it so much easier, so much faster. Sliding on in. There we go. We'll get this second drawer in. Now, we do have to address the big old gap in the middle of the doors. Here, we're just taking that piece that we cut out earlier, and we are going to use some double stick tape and a couple of brad nails, and we are set to go. Almost like it was meant to be there. So this was a fun project to do. Can totally be done in a weekend's time or less if you have uninterrupted time. You could also save some money on this by going the non-finished or non-pre-finished 3/4 inch plywood. I went with the pre-finished 3/4 inch plywood because I really wanted to just knock this out and get it done. This was a project that I had been putting off for quite some time, and now looking back on it, I'm kind of kicking myself because I should have done this a long time ago, and it really didn't take a whole lot of time to do. If you like what you saw today. Leave me a comment below. Tell me what you like, what you didn't like, what you think I could improve on, and hit that like button. And go ahead and subscribe to this channel. Hopefully I'll be bringing you a lot more projects to come to keep you entertained and to provide some sort of education, inspiration, and motivation to expand your creativity as well. So appreciate it. Thank you much, and we'll catch you on the next project.